What if you could train right on the edge? That fine line between peak performance and complete burnout. And over time, actually push that line higher. That is your lactic threshold. Today we're finding out exactly what that means, how to test for it, and what to do with it. We're inside Adidas HQ getting put through one of the most brutal, eye-opening tests we've ever done with Gomar from Watt Science. Normally, a lactic threshold test is done on a treadmill, increasing speed every interval, taking blood samples along the way, until the runner basically taps out. But we're not doing that. Gomar built a new test. One that looks a lot more like we actually train. Burpee broad jumps, wall balls, running. Each interval gets faster, harder, and the goal is simple. Find the exact moment your body floods with lactate and everything starts to fall apart.
Yes, you hold it.
Because when you go past your threshold, your lungs feel like they're collapsing. Your legs turn to concrete, and your brain is screaming at you to stop.
A minute.
But that's where we live. If we can find that limit, we can train just beneath it, build capacity, and raise that ceiling over time. So today, we're measuring our lactic levels through the entire workout to see exactly where we break.
Come on, don't give up now.
And then we're stacking our results against the best high rocks athletes in the world.
Yeah. There's a lot in here.
But before we get to them, who's gonna break first?
5.
Roll the footage.
The hybrid test is a RAM test, like you increase the reps and also the speed of burpee broad jumps every minute on the minute. Then we do wall balls, and then we do 2 minutes of running. So it's always blocks of 5 minutes. 4 minutes going to be working, 1 minute of rest. And then we take your lactate, and we take other parameters if you want. So it's very easy in the beginning, it's like a warm-up. But then every interval we increase the reps and the speed as well until you cannot hold it anymore. It's gonna take at least 30 to 40 minutes, and then you'll see how fit you are.
Chris gave us this test. The test I'm doing today is we're gonna test out what my lactate 1 and 2 thresholds are, which then I can take that and give it to someone like Chris to use that data in my training and set my pacing and what my numbers are gonna be for the season. You guys have different goals, so if you're trying to get better at functional fitness or high rocks, what his test is gonna do is give you data points that now I can go back and know what it feels like to be able to do EMOMs at below lactate threshold or right at it.
Okay, if I'm doing a long EMOM or something that is building my aerobic capacity, how many reps do I have to do of which movement? That is for my capacity. It's very much replicating what Heebs is doing, but with a different type of test, and yeah, more specific to the sport.
This is the new hybrid shoe. I haven't seen it yet, so this is the first unveiling to my eyes. All right, that's it. Right? This is it. I heard a lot about this. You guys have been talking this thing up. Wow.
Yeah, stack height, dude.
It looks like a bullet train to me, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That thing is sweet.
It's sexy. Wait until you put it on, man.
All right, this is a new PODIUM product that we're testing. It's our energy gel. It's got 40 grams of carbs in there.
It's got 1-to-1 ratio of glucose and fructose, so it has 2 different types of carbohydrates.
Ooh. That tastes like melted candy to me. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's candy corns right there, that's what that is.
With this device, I can pinch him for lactate measurements. And you're gonna tell me the depth of the needle. Should I put it deep or should I put it just pinchy?
Oh, just pinchy, yeah, just pinchy. I don't want Marcel to have piercing at the end. Look how long that is, dude. Are you piercing his ear? You're welcome, guys.
No, it's fine.
We don't need more Velcro over here.
This is not awkward at all. It's like, yeah, we
Wait,
need
is the strap not big enough?
They like need an extender, like a Southwest belt.
Dude, yeah, dude, you need an extra belt, bro.
A seat mount extender.
I'm laughing with you.
That's why I used to wear a t-shirt in the pool when I was a kid.
Today we're going to be testing our lactic threshold in the hybrid test. The test will increasingly get harder because they're going to be adding reps, and hopefully you're going to be able to clear lactate as they do that.
I get only 2.
Margin, screw that up. Margin can't count.
5 wall balls.
Starting off, it was basically a walk in the park.
It was pretty simple. It was pretty easy. It was like built-in rest.
That's hard just to hold it at 7.
Very slow.
So they're trying to get you to do 2 burpees every 30 seconds in that first minute.
Okay guys, so now 3 and 3.
And then they'll add reps to that as you keep going. Same with the wall ball.
8.1.
And then you're trying to hold a specific pace on the runner.
Easy pace.
I find it more difficult to just kind of hold the bullseye at 8.1, 8.2. The other thing to note, it's not like running on a flat ground. This has a pretty big curvature. So it's not like your usual stride.
Right after they test your blood levels to then measure the lactate that you're building up over the course of the rounds.
1 out of 10. 1 is laying in your bed. 10 is Fran, the end of Fran, super hard.
2.
Oh.
I'm probably like a 3,
Yeah.
4. Maybe it's his nerves. I was already having a heart rate spike. There's a sense of nervousness of like, you know you're gonna go to a sucky place. Kind of like open workouts and stuff. Or any workout that you're gonna get tested in. And just the unknown, you know? Like, I don't know what this is gonna feel like.
All right guys, 9.2.
It's also under the scrutiny of scientists. It really feels like you're having a school counselor watch over you as you're doing the test. You know, it's like, oh, I don't want to mess this up for them.
I'm at a 5, 4. Yeah.
They're adding, I think, 2 reps per round. It's not gonna be drastically different. It's just like slowly getting worse because you're adding more work in less time.
I'm warm. Yeah, I'm past the warm up now.
Feel good. Having to split it up every 30 seconds. So this is not just one continuous effort. It's not like, hey, let's get the reps done and then have 45 seconds to rest. This is like, hey, you have to hit the mark in 30 seconds and then you go again, the other half in 30 seconds.
A good way to understand if someone does functional fitness is at this threshold is when the t-shirt comes off.
Yeah, yeah. You get allergic to cotton.
Way better than lactate and all the stuff we measure.
Turn it up a notch, this is our time, this is our
I always felt like the run was the hardest of the 3, and that was the thing that spiked my heart rate the most.
Okay, running's not the hardest, but so 5-5.
It's going down tonight, raising to high.
For me, I knew where the test was gonna be. It wasn't gonna be the run and it wasn't gonna be the burpees. Me personally, it was gonna be the wall balls. I'm a taller glass of water, if you would say. And so for me, it's like I should be better at wall balls, but I think I'm inefficient. I use a lot of extra energy in my wall balls, as they put it.
Don't count me out, it's go time, it's showtime. Watch me
What
get
was the lactate last round?
6 to 7 already. It's a combination of probably a little bit different aerobically trained than you and also just a test, right? Like if you start doing wall balls or burpee broad jumps, there's a lot more instantaneous power. So therefore, usually what we see in these tests is that lactate jumps up faster. But still the pattern is gonna be interesting to know. There are different zones and specifically the lactate threshold too. I think they're close to the end now, but they can maybe get 1 or 2 more rounds in. Let's see.
turn it up a notch, this is our time, this is our fight.
We've already crossed over and passed the threshold.
If they are dropping for more than 15 seconds below their speed, we have to stop them.
Now we're living in my zone. Yeah, that's my zone.
3, 1. Nice, guys, good work.
Oh. Morrison is scientifically using the best way to recover, by the way. I know.
Yeah, hands on knees. What's his lactate? That's Julie's? Julie,
Yeah.
16.4. Morrison is
16.4. That's decent lactate. This is also going to be 14.1. That's my guess.
14.
A minute. I think that we were kind of living at our max heart rate.
I have a high tolerance, so I could live in the sock for the long time. They were impressed by numbers for just our power output, but also how long we're able to sustain that tolerance that we have. It measures that dog in you, you know, how much courage and heart you got.
I'm in a race against the clock.
Try not to stagger jump.
Zooming down the block.
Julian will get the no rep that James Sprague got on the burpees. Staggering his feet on the jump.
This is a high rocks test. This is not a CrossFit or functional movement test. What gets rewarded in this is how fast you could clear lactate, right?
One, go,
Come on, 24.
go, go.
You can go unbroken. You can do whatever you want. Let's go.
I'm about that action, I don't waste no time.
Yeah.
Wishing.
10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1.
21. 21. 22.
How many reps did you guys get?
21 and 22.
Oh, that's so close. That's good. Excellent.
That run was so hard at the end. I was max threshold. Oh God. There's no way I'll be able to hold that run. No. I was like, please, let me not make it.
So you got into the 8 rounds. It's very tough.
We were able to maintain and stay in the test for about 8 rounds, and that's kind of where we capped out. You got an extra wall ball on me.
You can't stop on the wall balls. There's not enough time. You can't cycle them faster.
17.5, 18.8.
18.8.
I just wanted more.
18.8.
Mine to courage.
What was it? The
If
guy
you go
said
to,
last year,
like,
this
to-
is almost irresponsible.
Yeah, it's like if you go to a doctor, he says like, yeah, this is irresponsible.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
this is
used to.
irresponsible.
I got that dog in me. You can't measure that.
How many reps?
Hard.
More like a 1 rep?
Then 1 rep more.
So too bad for you that we weren't measuring this test in total reps. This was measured for how we cleared our lactate.
I don't know, man. I still think I took the dub on this.
Because you're heavier, I think at least 10 kilograms,
Yeah.
you will be generating way more power to do the same amount of reps, right? So that's just how it is. There's also a technique
So if you have
component.
the same, like equally wonderful technique, then you would generate more power. But maybe if you move more efficiently than him, then you could make up for it. So
But
it's a
not
bit of a
that-
trade-off.
I don't think
not
you
that
can-
much.
If a High Rocks athlete doesn't beat us, drop their contract. You hear that, KP? Drop their contract, give it to us.
Shout out to the Whoops. We're gonna go over our strain from our lactic threshold testing. It was a 12.1 strain, pretty high, but the nice little thing that Whoop let me know, it said, this looks like it's a true training stimulus, not just checking the box. More time in those mid-high zones plus a 12.1 strain will nudge your fitness if you give it some time for recovery. So we checked the boxes, we're moving our threshold up, you know what I mean? According to Whoop,
Shout out to the Butter Gang. I'm swiping down and I'm 97% recovered today. So I went and found someone that was 97% recovered today, and that is Micah Rasmussen. Micah is a member since 2019, 1,725 recoveries, level 24.
what are we gonna send them?
Slide in my DMs on Instagram. We're gonna hook you up with some PODIUM's newest flavor, salt and electrolytes, blackberry and
Berries.
fruit punch. It's delicious. If you want to add more life to your years and track your fitness and health with Whoop, use the link down in the description below and we will get you a free Whoop band and a month subscription on the Buttery Bros.
That concludes the Whoop and the Butter Gang. All right, we put our best effort forward, but now we got the High Rocks hybrid athletes doing it. Kind of want to compare what our scores are, see if we could get ourselves one of them contracts. The main takeaway is that we go way beyond our threshold way earlier than the elite athletes do, and we're able to like maintain that.
Me and Marcin need lactate summer school.
Some of these guys weren't even to their threshold by the time we'd finished this workout. The elites ended up going to like 10, 11 rounds. We got about 8.
Reach for it! Reach for it! 8 seconds! Reach for it!
So the pros, like Tim, he almost finished round 11. They were all running at 18 kilometers an hour. Tim was tapping out at almost 20, so.
And Tim, was he the best?
He was the best, but not by a large margin. It was all very close. His lactate, there you beat him. He was like, I think 12.
12?
So he can clear the lactate way better than you. So that's a part of his physiology. He was chilling at lactate 3 when you were failing the test.
Whoa!
So he has a massive aerobic capacity. He can, like, he doesn't produce that much lactate, but also clears it way better than you guys at very high intensity. That's what you learn.
We got work to do.
We got room to grow.
So today was fun because the stations were very more to recover, and the run was pretty hard, especially on the coast runner. So it's no joke, but it was pretty good. I'm happy. I had over 12 lactate, so it was a good effort.
It's just a huge treadmill. This is pretty new to the lab, so we've done only a couple of test sessions with it.
Don't push to your absolute max that you struggle and fall down.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, we send you flying.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start this at 16 kilometers an hour with 2 of us on it, and every 10 seconds he's just gonna hit the speed button to get it going faster and faster and faster.
Is this what you call death by treadmill?
Death by treadmill.
Death by treadmill.
Woo. DBT.
The goal is to not go out the back.
Yeah,
okay?
the goal is to not die. Shout out Brian Johnson. Let's go to 16.
Where are you at? 17.5, 18. There we go. Who's gonna touch? Who's gonna quit? 19. Yeah, who's gonna quit? 20. Not even running yet. Who's gonna quit? Good. Oh.
I was almost
Quit.
I was like,
Already a bit shaky.
so you stopped it for him?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was 21.
All right, I was really hoping someone was just gonna
someone
quit,
doing
like
taps.
gonna actually tap it, you know,
doing
jump
taps.
on.
I mean, I was gonna tap any second.
Looked pretty shaky.
We don't have a winner for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I got star student, I guess.
Let's see the draw. Okay, the data is in from our test. We've got Julian and my data, and we got the scientist here to break it down.
Here we're looking at the power output that you guys have, right? Already from the ideal power, Julian has more than you.
Oh yeah.
Because he's
Body weight.
moving more, exactly. He's moving more mass,
Body
let's
weight.
say.
I'm
Moving more
a
mass.
little more plus size. Got a little more love on me.
He produces even more power because he's not moving as efficiently.
So I have a lot of potential is what you're saying.
You're doing a lot more work than you have to.
Okay.
right?
So my average power output is 256 watts. What's yours?
193.
Your boy got more power.
Every bar is
the
a
color
different
bar.
round.
So he has a much higher bar than this,
Yeah,
than this
so-
guy. Okay.
Would you recommend I learn how to move more efficiently on some of the movements, or would it be just lose weight?
The biggest gap is because of your inefficiency. So I would say movement efficiency, and then we can look maybe later at which movement you are specifically inefficient at. Is it
Spoilers, running and burpee broad jumps.
Yeah,
The
so-
wall balls were quite nice for both of you.
So the colors you see green, yellow, and red. That is more physiological, your metabolic efficiency, so to speak. So here the green, that would be your interval at zone 2, your aerobic base. And the difference with real elite athletes, the first 6 intervals are green.
So to clarify, they were in zone 2 until round 6.
Yes.
The elite, those
Yeah,
guys
not
were
these
still
days.
around.
Yeah, and also the girls.
Go round
so
two.
it's very impressive. So they were chilling at lactate 2-3 millimolars, and where you were at 17.
That you guys could work more on zone 2.
But it's not that easy because we cannot give you functional movements in zone 2. It would be immediately be too high.
Yeah.
High intensity workouts are way above all the thresholds, and that's why you built that red zone really well, the tolerance to lactate, both really well, because that's mostly how you train.
Got heart.
That's
You have a lot of heart.
That's how it works. But if you want to improve that base, specifically, for example, for Hyrox training, you need to go long and lower intensity.
So final number, my max lactate was a 17.7.
My max lactate was 18.8, baby.
No one in this room had higher lactate.
Bro,
No
I
one in
got
this
that
room had higher
dog in
lactate.
me. I wasn't stopping, so he stopped.
I was only second last
The
year.
wheels were falling off. Congratulations.
If you want to get to the next level and you want to unlock your full potential, I do think even for those 8 to 12 minute workouts, you need to increase your aerobic base. And that is not really done by always doing high intensity metcons. You will hit a wall after 2, 3, 4 years of doing CrossFit if you always doing this high intensity stuff and basically never do anything low intensity.
So like if you want to do threshold training, this would be equivalent to your threshold power. Then you
So
more
burpee to
style.
target 9 per minute, that would be not your zone 2, that would already be your threshold. So your maximal sustainable intensity for 40 minutes. So that's not that many, right? Like 9 burpees per minute, it's okay.
It's a really cool kind of analysis of how your body adapts and or takes on lactate and how you can kind of train those systems.
If you had to pick a star student and you had to get one of us on your team, who do you think you're taking? Me or Marshall?
This is. Oh! He's the star student.
Oh, I'm graduating,
I thought I was
bro.
more efficient.
I'm graduating.
Explain that.
You gotta go to
Yeah.
summer school.
That's the
Yeah.
physiologist.
I need
He has
to.
more potential. I'm sure he has a higher VO2 max as well. Because I can work with you. I can like, manipulate you.
You know, I'm from biomechanics. I'm not from physiology.
That's
so
true.
I appreciate movement efficiency. So I go with
Everybody's winning.
Hey, I'll get programmed, you get programmed, you see who comes out on top.
I think for some couple average Joes, some content creators and stuff, like, we did good.